Have you ever done something for someone and you had to sacrifice a lot of what you wanted for yourself in order to do it for that other person? Well, here's the true story of a man named Saul who also sacrificed his own desires for what God wanted and for what others needed. Do you want to know something interesting about Saul? When he turned his life over to God, God actually changed his name from Saul to Paul. Now, Saul, before he became Paul, was a very wicked man. He started out hunting down Christians, but then everything changed. Saul was a Jewish leader who lived in Israel, where Jesus actually grew up. Saul was an important leader in the country. He was a Pharisee. That means he followed Jewish laws strictly and thought he was protecting God's ways. Christians were followers of Jesus. And after Jesus rose from the dead and went to heaven, some Jewish leaders saw this new group as dangerous. Saul helped punish those followers of Jesus. He even stood by when a brave man named Stephen was killed for talking about Jesus. Can you imagine being so sure you're right that you hurt others? Saul thought he was obeying the rules, but his heart was far from the love God wanted. Then came a journey that changed everything. On the road to a city called Damascus, Saul was going to arrest more Christians. Suddenly a bright light from heaven flashed all around him, brighter than the sun, blinding. A voice spoke, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" It was Jesus. Saul was shocked. He fell to the ground and couldn't see. For 3 days he was blind and thought about everything he had done. A follower of Jesus named Ananias came and prayed for him. Saul's sight returned, and he was baptized. That means he showed everyone he believed in Jesus and was forgiven. After that, Saul changed his name to Paul, not because a name makes a man, but because his heart had changed. Paul loved Jesus with everything he had, and he obeyed Jesus even when it was hard. Paul became a missionary. That means he traveled to tell people about Jesus. He walked, sailed, spoke in towns, and wrote letters to encourage churches. He faced danger, prison, and hardship, but he said he did not count his life dear. He wanted to finish the work Jesus gave him. Do you know what it means to finish your course with joy? It means keeping on the right path, obeying God, and being glad you did it, even if it was tough. Paul also taught something important. It's more blessed to give than to receive. He worked with his own hands to help people so he would not be a burden. That shows love and obedience together, loving God and obeying by serving others. His life shows that when someone truly meets Jesus, love changes the heart and obedience follows. So boys, when you choose love over anger and obey God even when it's hard, you change like Paul did. Just like Saul, who became Paul. Real men love God and obey his commands. And when you love God and obey his commands, you will be a real man too. And who knows, maybe you'll get a new name too.